It's time to talk about Red Death, y'all, the Season Pass exotic for Echoes Act 1, and I am truly confident in saying that this is a top 3 PvP weapon in the game. It's absurd. I personally place it at the top at number 1. No joke, dead serious, because it has it all. It has everything, and the kills and usage reflect that. Every game mode, comp, quick play, anything and everything, trials, number 1 in kills, usage, headshots, all of it. Potent PvP weapon, but they've also designed it in such a way that it can and will see usage in PvE. I saw multiple players on day 1 contests for the raid using it. It's got a complete kit that I want to break down, and it's going to get even better because there's a catalyst to talk about too. And a little history here. You Destiny veterans might remember this. I guess I'm somewhat of a little Destiny weapon historian, I guess. In Destiny 1, Red Death was just as strong at launch when it came out. It 2-bursted everything, but over time, it was so strong, it got nerfed 4 different times. One change, the biggest one, it was a high impact like we see now, 2-bursting everything, but they changed the RPM to make it shoot faster, and that changed the feel, it changed the time to kill, everything about it. And in Destiny 2, it's the equivalent of changing it from a high impact now, like Messenger, to a 390 like Bygones or Jorm's Claw. That wasn't enough, they then changed high caliber rounds on it. They then changed unflinching on it, on how much that helps. They then nerfed the health regen you get from it 4 times, and it was still good to the very end. And I bring this up to talk about that to show that the base bare bone kit of what Red Death does is strong, just the idea of Red Death. And in Destiny 2, they have a lot of levers they can pull on it, and I wouldn't be surprised if at some point they start pulling some levers. There's a lot to talk about, but I want to tell you about a game I enjoy here at my desk or on the go with my phone, one that has a ton of downloads, it's enjoyed by millions. Of course, I'm talking about Raid Shadow Legends. I've always enjoyed Raid Shadow Legends. It's an awesome game, and their track record stands on its own. Extremely high story views, 4 million users, 250 million downloads. There's more than 800 champions, 16 factions, over 1 million builds, and more than 30 bosses. It's one of my favorite things. And you can play anywhere. iOS, PC, Android. I mean, I play on my PC, then on the go with my phone. So if you haven't started playing yet, now's a great time to start. Because for all you new players, Raid Shadow Legends is welcoming in summer with a special event that involves real-life prizes. New players can win a gaming console, yes, a gaming console, smartphone, plus 5,000 total value of Amazon gift cards, or in-game loot like legendary champions. So how do you win one of these awesome prizes? Be sure to participate in the special Summer Tavern minigame running from June 10th to July 10th. Download Raid using my link in the description or scan the QR code at the top left of the screen. Go to summertavern.plarium.com, enter in your Raid ID, and start searching for hidden items to prepare a refreshing potion for a champion. And they're not done yet. They're also giving away a free 2-month subscription to YouTube Premium. All you have to do is download Raid before July 17th, play for at least 5 days, hit level 20 within 30 days. Like I said, it's a great time to start because once downloaded, you're in it for the prizes. The free 2-month subscription to YouTube Premium. And once downloaded, you're immediately going to get a huge starter pack with what many players believe is the best champion in Raid Shadow Legends, the epic champion Tayrel from the High Elves faction. And after reaching level 25, you get another pack that includes an epic Rector Drath, one of the strongest supports that you're going to want in your collection. After you download, come find me, CoolGuy Games, join my clan Destiny Cool Crew, and we'll crush it together. It's a great time to get into Raid Shadow Legends, and remember, all bonuses talked about today are only through the link down below in the description or scanning the QR code at the top left of the screen. I'll see you guys in game soon. Red Death comes in as a solar 340 high impact pulse, and like the original, full bore, high range, high cals for flinching targets. It's got fitted stock for stability, recoil control, small decrease to handling. 85 range in the sandbox. That hits at 38.04 meters, and the max range for these can hit at 39.95. So 1.91 from max. That's very good. With fall off, it can hit 40 meter kills. Great range stat of 85. Don't worry about the handling, don't worry about the reload. The aim assist stat at 32 is decent for this class. Messenger has 37, but it's not worrisome. We have 86 recoil, 17 zoom. The zoom factor with the stability stat and the recoil stat, when you put it up against Messenger here, the Messenger has 1 more zoom level at 18, 85 recoil, 67 stability. The Red Death, 1 less zoom factor, 49 stability, 86 recoil. It's actually better. Both of them bounce around the midpoint. Red Death has a great spread for its burst. It's stable, it's easy to control, the stats lie a little bit. And at this point of the video, I do want to thank you for watching my stuff. I put a lot of time into my reviews, and there's something I'd like to share about the perk. Something I'm not sure that's been covered, but there's something really cool with the exotic trait, Inverse Relationship. When you deal damage with this weapon, it gains increased handling, reduced flinch, and movement speed for a short time. When you're in reduced health, the weapon deals additional damage. So just firing and hitting something as you do, you get handling, reduced flinch, and movement speed. But we need to realize about the perk, and the best part, you don't have to do anything special at all, just do what you do. It's not a flat bonus, it stacks, it's a scalar. So you know how when you land shots with rapid hit, or whatever, it'll stack to ×5. This perk has that type of system. I'm unsure of the max stack, I'm gonna say that it's 5, but it's going on in the background. But say you land those 5 bullets, you have max stacks. All of those things get better the more damage that you deal. Like right here, I just shoot a burst, 3 bullets. You see the aim down sight speed. It's in and out, the handling switching to and from, the stow speed. It's fast, it's faster than base, and it's still really good. But if you land a lot of shots, it's even faster, so you have an even faster aim down sights. And I assume it's something I can't really test, the unflinching, because in Destiny 2, they have a system in place for anti-flinch. And I'm sure as you land more hits, that scalar, that percentage gets higher. And also the movement speed, that was hard to test too. But this is why this weapon feels amazing, the feel of it. And again, the best part, you don't really realize that you're doing it. You're just doing it. And then real quick about the more damage part, it jumps up to 43. But the theme of this weapon, there is no trigger. The only thing you do is land shots, and you get all of these benefits. If you're in low health, you get more damage. In duels, though, you do feel it. And if you pay close attention, you can feel it getting stronger. You can feel more anti-flinch. If you go target to target, you can feel the ADS being super fast, snapping one target to the next. I mean, like right here, I'm 1v1ing machine guns with it. Flinch isn't real with it. It's not. It doesn't move. And within Destiny, you have its unflinching perk with its stability stat, with your resilience level. All of that is multiplicative to anti-flinch. So in Destiny 1, the original Red Death unflinching was 33%. In Destiny 2, again, they have this system. And with Red Death, the more shots you land, the higher that number is going to get. Easily 60% flinch reduction. Easily. It's more than that. I just don't know the exact number. But you do end up with a pulse rifle that does not move when you get hit. The stacking's hidden. It builds up. And when you get done with duels, you're like, yeah, this thing rips. It's got a lot of sauce in it. A lot. Then we have Redemption. Final blows with this weapon cure you and increased reload speed. Reloading near allies cures them. So this is Heal Clip evolved. It's instant. You get a kill, you get Cure 2. And Cure 2 in PvP is 60 hit points. PvE is 120. So PvE, it's like half health. But the 60 in PvP is no joke. Like in that opening clip, just target to target, I'm able to keep dueling and actually get health back from one target to the next. And essentially, Cure 2, the 60 hit points, is equivalent of like a healing grenade with Touch of Flame. But it's just after you get kills, instantly. As far as the reload, after you do get that final blow, you have a 4-second window of fast reloads. And again, if allies are near, they're getting cured. It's a very fast reload. And like I said, altogether, that stability, handling, reload, all those poor stats are negated just by firing and getting kills with the weapon. You land shots, and you also get the anti-flinch. It's crazy. Now, the movement speed was hard to test, but it felt like, and I tested a tad faster strafe, tad better movement, like not a lot. It's not like a stompy sprint buff, nothing like that. But similar, it does something similar to that, just a little bit faster than base. And within the game, something like Precious Scars, getting Cure 2, and Restoration. And PvE or the Crucible, that's strong. Warlock is great with it. We have the Catalyst coming. Act 2 next month. Middle of the season pass. Final blows charge this weapon. When it's fully charged, your next final blow creates a healing burst at your location and leaves a remnant behind that provides restoration to allies. So it kind of sounds like Precious Scars. A little bit. But regardless, PvE or the Crucible, that's a good thing. That's strong. That's even more healing. And when it comes to PvE, earlier I said that I saw multiple people day one using this thing as far as the raid contest mode, because Cure 2 on kills is strong. It's always going to be strong. So a weapon like this can and will do work in harder content. Maybe it's even like a Lost Sector where you're farming it and there's the modifier where the only way to get kills is through the health wells. You have to go pick them up. Well, you have Red Death. It's always going to have an application. The list goes on and on with that. So it can do very well in PvE. It's going to be strengthened even more with the Catalyst in PvE. And for the Crucible, you will be seeing this thing. It is top shelf. And for me, it's at the top. It's number 1. I've had multiple Wii Rans with it. I even had a Wii Ran in comp. And it's not like they weren't trying in comp. Oh, they were trying. But it just effortlessly goes from target to target. And you get a whole bunch of buffs. You don't have to build to it. You just land shots, you get kills, and profit. The .67, and I haven't brought it up until this point, to bring it all together, one of the fastest base TTKs in the game. I've had hand cannons in front of me, summoners, whatever. They don't even get close to their TTK. And the damage that they dealt, I heal right back. Again, 38, 40 meters, you have that 2 burst. It's always going to be competitive. And yes, it's tied to the season pass, but man, this would be a good one to get. I'm going to re-review it once the Catalyst comes out. We're going to talk about some synergy, things you can do with Warlock, Titan, and Hunter. But as it sits right now, every Trials weekend, anytime I'm not reviewing a weapon, I'm going to be using Red Death. It's absurd. If you're new here, remember the subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, I really appreciate it. Thank you for your support through the years. Let's talk about Red Death down below. Is there anything that you don't like about it? Are there builds that you like with it? Tell us about it. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, I am CoolGuy.